Welcome everybody, and today we're taking a look back on Sonic R, and more specifically, the Australian released PC port, released in 2005. Recently, while I was digging through the DVD shelf at my local secondhand store, the place where you expect to find Shrek for the 80th time, I suddenly spotted a name that absolutely did not belong there. Sonic R. At first I thought, nah, no way, but sure enough, right there between a random PC space shooter game and 3 Lord of the Rings movies, all Return of the King by the way, was Sonic R for PC. And of course I had to pick it up. I mean, how often do you see Sonic R just chilling in the movie section at your local secondhand store? Like, I hadn't even seen a single copy of Sonic R anywhere in New Zealand before. So just to have it there, that's kind of crazy. Now, there's only one tiny problem. I don't have any way to play this since I don't have a random Windows XP computer lying around. I know, crazy, right? But my curiosity got the best of me and I bought it. For how much? $3, so an absolute steal. Since I had never seen this specific PC port before, I did what any normal person would do. Become an elite researcher and find absolutely nothing online.
By the way, I did find a way to play it, and this was just to rip the game disc into a file to play on my laptop, so it wasn't completely useless.
Anyway, during my elite research, I only found like 2 sources that said anything, and this turns out it's not the original like 1998 PC port that everyone knows about. It's actually just a random Australian released port from ValueSoft, and it's kind of like an enhanced version for the Windows XP and the newer hardware. Even though this isn't like a crazy remaster or anything, I'm actually just surprised how rare this apparently is. I couldn't find much solid documentation, but it seems to have only been released in a couple of regions, that being Portugal, UK, Germany, and the Australian release, which is the one that I found. So yeah, it's pretty much just the original PC port of Sonic R, but just slightly enhanced to work on the XP. So for this next session, I'll just do like a brief look back on Sonic R as a whole.
Sonic R originally released in 1997 for the Sega Saturn as the only main Sonic release for that whole console, which is maybe a reason why it failed so miserably, but anyway. The game is an on-foot racing game that adds elements of exploration into its level design. We all know how badly this game controls, and yeah, it does feel like your character is fighting for its own free will, while skating on ice, while slipping in mud, while having rollerblades on the shoes, okay, yeah, you get the point. The actual gameplay in the game is not very good, and it's just not a fun racing game to play properly. But if you just want to goof around and play a stupid game, then it's great. The level design doesn't really fit the typical racing genre, since it blends in lots of exploration with multiple pathways and collectibles, which allows you to unlock new characters. The music is also a standout aspect of this game, and every song is superb. Sung by TJ Davis, the songs are very pop sound and upbeat, and while pretty out of place for a high-speed racing game, I mean average speed, but they are super catchy, and when you listen to them, you truly feel the sunshine. It makes you want to live in a city and work it out. Hey, you know you could work it out yourself by tapping that beautiful red subscribe button down there? Huh? When the game was released, it wasn't really received well because of the issues mentioned previously, and also probably the fact that it cost $90 US in our time. Yeah, not worth it. Leading with what I said before, in the levels you can find Sonic coins, and if you collect all and win the race, you unlock new characters that include Metal Sonic, Tails Doll, Metal Knuckles, Egg Robo, and by collecting all the Chaos Emeralds and beating the final stage, you get Eggman and Super Sonic. Each character is really charming, with the models being very pixelated and only made up of very few tries, meaning that they have a very distinct look. There are 5 stages in the game, and that includes Resort Island, Radical City, Regal Ruin, Reactive Factory, and Radiant Emerald, all with cool unique aesthetics. And in these stages are different weather events that affect the way you race, like making you even more slippery, or freezing over the water so you can run on it. The game also includes various minigames like balloon collecting, time trials, reverse mode, and tag. But if you just want to try and beat the game through the stages, it's only like 30 minutes to an hour, which leaves a lot to be desired nowadays. While being very janky and weird in retrospect, it's just a funny little game with a bunch of charm.
Even though I probably won't play this, like, at all, and also because I have no friends that would sit down to play Sonic R, of all things, it's still just cool to add to my collection, and here's a quick look at my beautiful Sonic collection. Sonic Mega Collection Plus, peak game. Sonic Frontiers, also peak game. Sonic Unleashed from the same store, also peak. And now Sonic R, yeah. For physicals, this is very sad. But, you know, Steam's got us covered. Anyway, thanks for watching and bye!